High oil prices behind inflation in India. The surge in oil prices due to the emerging situation in Europe has pushed up inflation in India, which needs monetary tightening and measures to address structural weaknesses to improve growth potential. As per the recent estimates, the country's economy is likely to grow by 8.2% in 2022-23, down 0.8 percentage points. India is particularly dependent on oil and commodity imports, therefore the rising inflation is the spillover from the war in Ukraine. In the short run, the commodity fiscal stance is appropriate, supporting vulnerable households and putting the focus on infrastructure investment. IMF recommended India tighten measures to check structural weaknesses. Well-communicated monetary policy actions are needed, but probably some monetary tightening to enhance India's growth potential. IMF suggested that it is important to address structural weaknesses of the Indian economy that provide bottlenecks to achieve longer-lasting growth. These bottlenecks are in the labor market, land market, better educational outcomes, and very much also getting a higher share of females into the labor force. India's import of crude oil from Russia stood at around an average of nearly 36 lakh barrels a day in the first half of this month. The average oil trade between the two countries is estimated to be around 20,03,000 barrels per day. However, there is no government-to-government arrangement for oil trade between India and Russia. The bulk of the crude oil purchased from Russia for India has been done by Indian Oil Corporation. Russia is one of the largest exporters of crude oil in the world, and Russia's military operations in Ukraine have resulted in Brent crude oil prices rising as high as $130 USD per barrel and currently trading above $100 USD per barrel. The impact in terms of shooting up crude oil prices on the global front can have a spillover effect in terms of cost-push inflation. The Russia-Ukraine has also resulted in disrupting India's edible oil market, as the country imports more than 90% of its sunflower oil from Russia and Ukraine jointly.